Hi, I'm Autumn Jeans, and I'm going to demonstrate playing the saxophone. Well, learning to play the saxophone. In order to play a saxophone, you need to know how to hold the saxophone. You need to know how to put together your saxophone. You need to know what the pieces of your saxophone are. And you need to know your fingerings, which is knowing your scales. And before you can play it, you have to learn your armature, which is the way you place your mouth onto your mouthpiece. I'm going to show you the neck strap first. The neck strap is a piece of the saxophone that helps you hold it. Even though the neck strap seems to be able to hold the saxophone for you, you're going to want to keep a hand on your saxophone at all times. Simply because the neck strap is really unpredictable, and at any moment it can make your saxophone fall. This is your body, this piece here, and it holds every button that you're going to need besides your signature key, which is on your neck piece. Sorry. This is your neck. It has your signature key. When putting your neck on, you need to be extremely careful about the way you mess with the signature key because it's very delicate and it bends very easily. Once you have on your neck piece, you're going to want to make sure it's lined up with your signature key button and your thumb placement. Should be in a pretty straight line, usually. Next, to make sure that your neck piece doesn't swivel around, you're going to want to tighten it with this screw here to the right. Well, maybe to the right. Yeah, to the right. Okay. After that, you're going to need to put cork grease on any newer saxophone because it's never been used before. So the cork, which is this little brown piece here, is hard and dry, so it's going to make putting your mouthpiece extremely hard. And you're not going to have to extremely coat it unless it's brand new and never been played before. Next, you're going to have to buy a mouthpiece unless it comes with a mouthpiece, which most of them do, but sometimes they don't. And you're not going to want to buy the cheapest mouthpiece that you can find because those break easier because they're plastic. You're going to want to buy a more expensive one that will last you longer. Just slide it on to your cork on your neck piece. Next thing you're going to need to be able to play your saxophone is a reed. They come in different sizes and and you're going to have to get it wet. The smaller size you're on, the lower level of saxophone player you are. So most people are going to want to start out with a size 2. It has to be wet because if it's not wet, it won't vibrate, and without a good vibration, you don't have a good sound. So it's really common to see saxophone players and any kind of woodwind player really walking around with their reed in their mouth. I've already gotten mine wet. Next, you're going to need to know is that your reed and your mouthpiece line up. They're kind of like, they're the main part to the saxophone. They make it work. So you're going to want to make sure that your reed is lined up really well with the top of your mouthpiece. Next, you're going to want to put your ligature onto your mouthpiece to hold the reed in place so that the reed doesn't move. If the reed moves, it makes you sound muddy and airy, and that's not good. Next thing you're going to need to know is how to hold your saxophone. Your left hand goes here to the thumb pad, and your fingers go onto your B, A, and G button. Your pinkies rest here, but you don't really push down that button unless you're playing a G sharp, and you won't have to worry about G sharps right at first. And then you have your right hand, which goes here onto your thumb, covers up your E, F, E, and D buttons, and your pinky rests here. Next is your armature. I was taught to do the grandpa style lips where you cover your top and bottom teeth with your top and bottom lips, like bite down on your sax and play. Saxophone's really not difficult to learn. In terms of difficulty, it's probably the easiest woodwind. Have fun!